Man, what's on YouTube? One-way gang, Booman, straight from north side of Louisiana, west side of that borough. Hey, man, we finna shoot our first reaction. We ain't shot a reaction in goddamn, I don't know how long, man. I been focused on podcast, skits, and all that other shit. Plus, YouTube be a little sensitive to be on my trail. But, man, fuck all that, man. We finna jump straight into it. Ain't finna waste no time. I'm knowing most people watching this video are new. So, you know what I'm saying? Welcome to the channel. It's One-Way Gang, you know what I'm saying? One-Way Gang, Booman, One-Way Gang. It's a brotherhood, not a gang, you know what I'm saying? And we just an organization that try to get to the works. And I'm the CEO of it, One-Way Gang, Booman. Now, first thing first, my nigga, we gonna go and read this title. This motherfucker say, team blew off woman's head with the AR-15 over Fender bender. Now, I don't know what the fuck a Fender bender is, my nigga, but we just gonna lock the fuck in. We gonna watch this video, and we finna see what's going on. Hopefully, my camera don't die while I'm shooting this bitch, because I ain't got my charger for my camera, man. My little iPhone camera, you know what I'm saying? Shooting this bitch off OBS. I don't got my camera charged, so hopefully it don't die. But shit, we should be good. Man, so let's just jump into this bitch. Hopefully my shit not too delayed, man. My shit be delaying too. It don't even matter. We good though. Let's shoot this bitch, man. Let's do it.
A Colorado boy only 14 years old when he shoots and kills a mother after a minor fender bender.
Ma'am, I'm gonna cut your seatbelt, okay? I'm Officer Leffer with the Denver Police Department, okay?
Just hours after shooting her in cold blood, he cries to his own mother at the police station.
I'm sorry, Mom.
Yeah. Cold, bro.
That's
all them boys do,
Colorado,
say sorry to the mom. That's all we be worried about.
On February 20th, 2021, 32-year-old Pamela Cabriales was on her way home from dinner with a friend. According to local TV station KUSA, Pamela's family says she was extremely giving, passionate, and loving. They describe her as a social butterfly who was always there if you needed her. Pamela worked as a real estate agent, and she was also a mother to her 6-year-old son, Leo.
Damn, man. What the fuck happened, man? They need to get to the point. They sitting there so focused on showing this cool shit, man. I don't want to see this bullshit.
In pictures and in videos, Pamela seems happy and full of life. But all of that changed 4 years ago this month. Pamela was behind the wheel of her Range Rover, driving along interstate.
What the fuck did I just hear? Now, I don't know if I'm tripping. Now, see, I be paying attention, but I really don't. But what this late 4 years ago this month? Am I tripping? Maybe I'm tripping, bro.
Pamela seems happy
Hold
and
on.
full of life. But all of that changed 4 years ago this month. Pamela was behind the wheel of her
What
Range
the
Rover,
fuck?
driving along
I'ma just let it slide, bro.
that goes right
I don't know.
through
Maybe
Denver.
I'm tripping.
She
Y'all
stopped
let me
at a
know
red
if I'm
light
tripping.
at an intersection of I-25 and Colfax. Shots rang out. We now know the person shooting was then 14-year-old Remy Cordova. Cordova was in the passenger seat of another car that was driven by this guy named Nishan Johnson. Cordova had thought that the car had been tapped by Pamela's in a small fender bender. And according to court docs, he said, quote, "Can I bust on them?" Johnson then replied, "Do what you gotta do. That's on you." According to KUSA,
I ain't gonna fake.
Cordova
I'ma keep it G. I'ma keep it G. I ain't finna say nothing too crazy, but bro, this man just said, "Can I bust on them?" Now listen, bro. I know niggas got ops. I know niggas got different type of ways to say they gonna shoot at somebody, but can I bust on them? Bro, you freaky than a bitch. If a nigga be like, if a nigga riding a car with me and he asks me, can he bust on them? The opposition, bro, get the fuck out my car, bro. Like, can you? I'ma let it slide though, cause I know YouTube be tripping. He said it first, dude. Can I bust on them?
And fired 15 to 20 shots into Pamela's Range Rover. Witnesses on the scene say at first they didn't even know what was happening.
Then I heard pop, 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 pop. And at first it didn't register what was happening until the cars in the two lanes
How the fuck it didn't register?
Started going. And then I realized, I said, oh shit, something's happening, and I ducked down and several more happened. And I pulled next to the car.
That's why I say, bro, you from the trenches, bro. I ain't never heard no nigga say that they don't know what's happening. Man, after you hear some gunshots, bro.
I believe that the window was
But I
out.
don't see.
Look at
I ain't gonna say
windshield or see inside the vehicle.
YouTube be on my trail too bad.
And then the car that was in front of them sped off. I went behind them, but pretty far back because they went pretty quickly, and got off on Federal.
Hey, bro, I'm trolling, but what's this tight shit around this main shit right here? Y'all see this shit, bro? Is that a fucking tie, bro? I'm trying to see, like, am I tripping? Bro, I know y'all boys see this shit. Like, look at, Alright, bro. I'm focused on the wrong shit. My fucking camera gonna die me. They need to get to the point, dog. From what I done got out of this, they been shooting. They been shooting ooh. But still, I still don't know what the fuck going
So
on.
I didn't know at the
He was
time
like, "Can I
if
bust on them?"
the shots came from the car in front or inside the vehicle. But that's what I saw.
That's Jaden Aarons, who was driving home from an appointment at the time of the shooting.
You said you heard multiple pops. You went pop, pop, pop,
Yeah.
pop. How many of those do you think you heard the first time?
I'm
in your
gonna
estimation.
call it 5 to 7, perhaps.
Okay, and then you said you ducked down and heard several more pops. How many more do you think you heard?
Perhaps 3.
Okay.
And the break in between the two was a second or two.
Okay.
That it paused.
Sure.
Wasn't
They
very
about to
long.
reload.
And you never saw anybody get
That
in or
boy
out
shit
of
had
any
jumped.
vehicles?
No.
Okay.
In my mind, thought it was fireworks or something.
Sure.
And just wasn't paying
Fireworks?
attention.
What time of the year
When
this
you
was?
go around
February
the park in front of
21st. That's when the
around
time of this goddamn interrogation.
Because the
No
other
way
two
you thought
cars
this shit
did
was
it, and I
fireworks.
felt like I was in danger, and I heard the shots coming, and I was ducking down, and I thought maybe they were going to hit me. I was scared to go that way because, again, I didn't know if they were coming from that vehicle, but I couldn't go any other way, so.
This may seem like a really dumb question. If you can articulate it more, why did you feel you were in danger? Tell me more about that.
Because I recognized the sound of gunshots, and I thought perhaps one was going to hit me.
You ain't recognize them bitches from the beginning, though?
Not really until after, because it didn't really register. It was definitely, like, weird, so
She
I
probably
was
was
like,
just
my
shot.
awareness
You'd
was
be
heightened,
cool.
but it still didn't register,
Tell me more about why you ducked.
because I thought I was going to get shot.
Okay.
All right, I know you're multitasking when you're watching our videos. And if you're out running errands, listen up. I have to tell you about this free app called Upside.
Shut the fuck up, man. I'm not multitasking shit, bro. I'm sitting down on my tail watching this shit. Get the fuck off my screen with this bullshit, dog. God damn, they do this shit on the fucking crime videos too?
Upside, or you can scan the QR code on your screen and use our promo code BODYCAM to get an extra 25 cents back on every gallon on your first tank of gas. There were more witnesses too, like Alex Martinez, who was driving home from a soccer game.
When he got out, he had his hoodie on, and he turned to face towards north, and all I see is the side of his forehead, so literally right here.
Okay.
And then that's when I noticed that he lifted up his arm, and his arm was being covered by the top of the car. And I'm in a Ford Edge, so I say it's a pretty big car. He was about like 5'6", 5'7".
Shit.
And that's when I noticed that he had a gun. So my first instinct when I heard it was to get down just in case if they started shooting towards me. I did not physically see the weapon.
Okay.
I seen the light from when you shoot the gun, and you have the light and the sound.
Okay.
So that's what I heard.
Okay.
Two.
So the light, like the muzzle flash, we call it. It's like the like when you
fire
fireworks,
yeah.
or you fire a gun and
Yeah.
and it comes out. Those gases escape. And
Uh-huh.
what color was that you saw?
When I looked over, the first time I heard it, I got goosebumps. So I looked over, and I just remember seeing white. So
Okay, but you saw the muzzle flash.
Yeah.
Is what we call it. Or
yeah, the muzzle flash.
coming out. How many times do you think you saw flashes?
About 6 times.
Okay.
Them boys out there blowing, man.
Did you hear
He busting on them.
the person that got out from the right front passenger seat of that car? Did you hear him say anything?
No.
Did you hear them yell anything?
No, not really. I didn't hear anything at all because my music I had my music loud because I'm a big fan of music, and
Nobody
I had my
asked that
music
shit.
going. And then that's when I heard the first gunshot go off, and I look over, and then I just see the light, like the white, whatever you guys call it, and then that's when I got goosebumps down my arm because I just knew that. But when I was driving away, I noticed one in the rear mirror poke his head out, like look back.
Tell me more about that.
So I was going, because my first instinct was to get away because I was scared.
Okay.
So I was going, and then I was trying to get away quickly as possible. And I look in the rear mirror, and I see the Range Rover in there. and I look in and I see the Honda coming, and I just see a head go like this, but it had a hoodie on. So
Okay, and was that from the front area of the car or the
Yeah,
rear
the
area of
front.
the car? So from the passenger side or
the
driver's side?
driver's side. It was a black hoodie.
Okay. So it came from the driver?
Yeah, the driver's side.
So put an arrow in red the direction he shoots at. And this sounds silly, but what leads you to believe he was shooting in the direction of that car?
Well, cause when he started shooting, I noticed that the light from when he shot it was going backwards.
Okay.
So I was like, all right. So that I ducked down, and that's when I lifted up my head just to take a peek, and that's when I seen his arm behind, on the side of the car facing backwards.
Okay.
After the shooting, Cordova and Johnson sped off in their car as first responders rushed to the scene.
Ma'am, I'm gonna cut your seatbelt, okay? I'm Officer Leopard with the Denver
Okay,
Police
now we got the
Department,
fucking
okay?
action, man. Finally, some action. Let's see what's going on.
Here's the scene from another perspective.
Here, I'm just gonna keep some pressure on him, okay? Yeah. Hey, she took quite a few.
Man, them motherfucker.
4 or 5 rounds to the face.
It's just she the only victim?
She's the only victim. She's
Let me see if I can find an ID in her purse.
yeah. I don't know how you want to do this. You want to put the seat back as soon as you get to her? Hey, Scott, hold that seat.
So who called his ear right here?
No.
Call electric. Hang on, I got it.
Is that her purse?
Yeah, I'm trying to find an ID.
Is there more than anybody else?
No, it's just one person. Could you hold that open while I look through it, please?
Sorry, just grab my scoop real quick.
Damn, they got this judge.
Checking this
pocket. Okay. I don't know, might get better.
7 gunshots to the front. 3 heads in the back.
Nothing.
Man, it's cold out there, ain't it? These boys were crashing out. It's fucking snowing. This shit happened in 2021.
Get the head out towards the cap. Head toward me.
Man, bro, we need a different body cam. This
next
man
part is
standing on the
really
back
tough.
of this
You can
bitch
see
doing
the
nothing.
rear window of
Oh,
Pamela's
damn.
Range Rover has been completely shot out.
No, the fuck it is not, bro. Alright, listen, bro. I know folks is doing their job and YouTube do not flag me down for this, but this fixed. Sarda just said, as you can see, the whole rear view, whatever, what the fuck she said? Back window, some shit like that. Hold on. Let me take this back and make sure I got my face right. Where the fuck the port at? Man, I can't find the part, but look, bro, basically, like, bro, the definition to me of shot out is the whole window being gone back there. It was shot in, but it wasn't shot out. Like, when you shoot something at, I feel like the whole window should be gone if we talking about a window being shot out. You feel me? Man, I don't know. Maybe I'll just be tripping. I'm gonna be cool though.
I counted 8 shots. 8? Yeah, there's one right above the left windshield wiper. So that's 2 out of, like right there.
License plate, that's probably hers.
That's the same one as on the back.
Okay, that's probably hers.
Another angle shows Pamela being loaded into an ambulance. Now, we won't show that part because it is graphic, but here are the moments leading up to it.
Nothing.
Hey, Jared, did you need the northbound or southbound off-ramp closed?
Man, I gotta search over the fender bender hills, bro, because, yeah, man, that threw me off.
Hopefully everybody going north will figure it out. Copy, 1 FM.
We'll get a couple of these. I'm going to put a couple fires.
you guys need an extra set of hands for anything?
Yes.
Just say when.
160 out of the GHMC1. We're gonna have one coming down and 163 Baker's gonna follow. Yep, are you ready?
Do we know how this happened?
No, other than somebody called in, said gunshots fired between two cars. I wasn't able to get a description of the other vehicle.
Okay, here she comes.
Even though Pamela was rushed to the hospital, she died several days later. Meanwhile, investigators were still working to track down the suspects involved in her shooting. The next day, a Denver police officer spotted a car wanted from a separate incident. There had been this gang shooting at a McDonald's where multiple shots were fired. And at the time, the cop didn't realize this car was also involved in Pamela's shooting. But they did know the people inside needed to be questioned. This led to a small chase, and it's something Nishan Johnson talked about.
Okay, we finna see some action now. Let's see what's going on.
We're driving, and we get to the light. Police was on the side. They get to the side, the back of us. They get behind us. I take a right, they drive. Take a left, they keep following. And then I try to take another right, but the ice was too slippery. So I hit the curb, and that's when they turned the lights on.
Tell me more about the conversation in the car. Who notices the police either on the side of you or behind you?
I mean, we all did, to be honest, because when you're looking at when you at the stop sign, you're gonna look out your window.
Okay.
And then when I looked out the window, I seen the police pull up.
What is the conversation in the car?
Really wasn't no conversation in the car, but they could go.
I'm sorry?
I said it wasn't no conversation in no car, but go.
Yep, sound about right.
Yes.
Why was that?
I don't know.
Okay. Earlier you told me because you didn't have a license.
Yeah, like I don't have no license, but that's what they was telling me. You said what was the conversation?
Okay.
You said what conversation?
Yeah, man, I'm pretty sure there no fucking conversation up in that bit, bro. He trying to get that up out of him. One no conversation, man. Ain't shit to talk about.
Bro, he was like, bro, just go. You feel me? I mean, don't have no license. You feel me? I'm not finna pull off.
Did little bro say he was hot?
Nah.
Did he
say,
say,
nigga, go.
Okay.
You know how nowadays this young generation is gonna run from the police or do anything from the police. Now, you feel me?
So you listened to him. So you listened to him and you went.
That's how it was. You feel me? Because after they turned on their lights, everybody started panicking.
Tell me how they panicked. How did you know they panicked, Nishan?
Cause you know when police get behind you sometimes and you know you ain't doing nothing. Like me, when I know I ain't doing nothing wrong, I wasn't really panicking. But what made me really panic was because they was all going like, bro, come on, bro, go. And I don't have a license. I was like, bro, that ain't true. I ain't stopping. Fuck it, come on. And I hit the car and everything. You feel me? So it was like everything would happen so quick. And when he was like, go, bro, go, I was like, all right, fuck it. I don't have no license, none of that, come on.
Police eventually tracked Johnson down to a shed where he was hiding, and that's where they found some incriminating evidence.
You know why I'm asking all these questions? Because the we were found in, those shell casings match at our murder scene. Can you explain that to me? And you said nobody's in the shed with you, okay? You're in there by yourself. But the same caliber shell casing that's in the shed where you're at is the same caliber at our murder scene. Can you explain that to me if nobody handed you anything?
No, nobody handed me nothing.
Okay, so how did that end up in the shed with you? Oh, I ain't gonna cut it.
I don't know.
Okay. So I'm asking you, this is your chance to be honest, okay? And I'm not saying you're not.
Finna be
So
honest,
don't
man.
be offended by that. Okay, but I don't know is not going to cut it. As I told you before when we first started, it's a homicide investigation. I told you you're not free to leave. Okay? You remember that? Okay. If you were there for something or somebody asked you to hold on to something, I need to know. Okay? And not just for myself, but for yourself. You got a kid, right?
Two.
You want to see those kids grow up?
Yes.
Do you want to be able to hold them and not be behind glass when you see them? Or do you want them to come and visit you during yard time? Again, I'm not threatening you, I'm not upset with you, but I'm telling you, this is the road we're going down.
No, reality check is there.
So if you
Which I
You
think
have
he's
something,
finna be
you know
on.
something? Nishan, now's the time to tell me. Okay, you tell me you were by yourself when you ran. Nobody else was in that shed. I asked you several times that question. You're adamant nobody was. Okay? So it's one of two things. Either you were there at that murder scene, or somebody gave you something to hold on to. So now's your chance to help yourself. Don't dig yourself a hole. You got one foot in this hole right now, Nishan.
Y'all think he finna wreck?
Okay?
Investigators spoke with Johnson for more than 5 hours on multiple occasions, and honestly, they didn't get very much. But they got even less info from Remy Cordova.
I'm gonna advise
Oh
you
damn,
to
so
rise,
nobody ready.
and then I'm gonna leave the
These
room,
boys serious, man.
and you two need to talk about whether or not you wanna talk about this investigation or not. Okay?
Damn,
You
nigga.
okay, Mel?
Can't do that shit to your mama, nigga.
I'm sorry, Mom.
That's the only thing about it, nigga. Just can't do that shit to your mama,
The
nigga.
woman next
I
to
love
Cordova
my mama,
in this
dog.
video
Yeah,
is his mom. Because remember, he's only 14 years old at the time. As the detective walks back in, you can hear Cordova apologize to his mother.
I'm sorry.
Man, look, y'all boys. I was in a similar situation like this, like up in the interrogation room type of shit. Like, you know what I'm saying, being questioned about a little situation I had. Man, nigga, my mama just sitting in that bitch crying because, you know what I'm saying, he ended up reading me my rights and shit. So, you know what I'm saying, well, from what I know, man, when you get rid of your rights, man, you about to go to jail, so shit. My mama got the crying and shit. I'm just steady telling my mom, I'm sorry, I wouldn't even worry about the other shit. Man, I know my fucking video been delayed this whole fucking time, bro. This shit extra delayed, bro. Fuck! I need to give me a camera so we gonna get this check right and get that bitch.
2021, according to that
My shit don't
clock,
ever
it's
do all this
5
extra
p.m.
glitching and shit.
And I've given you and your mom opportunity to talk about this investigation. Let me ask you, did you understand the rights as they have been explained to you?
Yes, sir.
Yes? Do you have any conflict with your mom that would prevent her from providing you with guidance and advice about your rights? No? With these rights in mind, are you willing to talk to us about this investigation?
No, sir.
No?
No.
But even though Cordova
Damn.
didn't talk, investigators already knew a bit about him because he had a juvenile criminal record and was on police's radar as a gang member. Prosecutors later
little
said that
nigga be
Cordova's
flashing.
motivation in Pamela's murder was to rise up the ranks in this gang world. Cordova's case eventually moved from juvenile court to district
Why
court.
you hit up
because of
fine
the
shit like
severity.
this? Let's saw that ass bad than a motherfucker. You put her up on some bullshit because you want to get your rank up in the game. You could have killed some ugly, sloppy shit on site, man.
Crime. He was charged as an
coulda
adult
did
with
that
first-degree
shit.
murder and first-degree attempted murder. That second charge was
Damn.
added because another driver had been in the line of fire when Cordova had fired the shots. Now, that person was
Damn.
not injured, so the charge became attempted murder. In November of last year, Cordova was found guilty. He's since been sentenced to life in prison with the possibility of parole in 40 years. Nishan Johnson has also been convicted for his involvement in the case. In June 2023, he was sentenced to 35 years in prison. As for Pamela, her
Damn.
family says her memory lives on through her son Leo. A GoFundMe page set up for Leo's college fund has already raised nearly $70,000.
College.
Reporting for Law and Crime, I'm Sierra
Man,
Gillespie.
that man is still a kid. But look though, man, that shit fucked up like a motherfucker, man. But y'all boy keep your eyes open, eyes peeled, shit like that, man. You know it's a little Booman, man. Y'all boy take care.